The Glenlivet 14 Cognac Cask. What? 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 Welcome once again to KIllco. My name is Brian. There was much whiskey had earlier today, so I can only wonder how much of a mess my palate is right now. But we are on day 14. I forgot what day this was for a second. Wow. That's how long it's been. Only 10 days left. Whoa. Once again, we're back in the world of Scotch. I don't know what to expect from this other than it's probably going to be funky, probably going to be a little fruity. The Cognac Cask thing is what's freaking me out a little. Let's get to the pour, shall we? I got weird songs going through my head. Tis the season, I suppose. Oh. Yeah. Onto the colour. As always, this looks like a Scotch. Or an Irish. Almost a bourbon. I've seen bourbons of this color. A little swirly action. And onto the nose. I don't know why I have to say it like that. Oh, yeah. Fruity musty. At least I know that much from a Scotch. And sweet. Very sweet fruits. Again, we feel like we're repeating ourselves, but also you feel like you're repeating yourselves more when you say things every day. And since I've been doing daily videos, it feels really weird. This has a lot of fruit notes, a lot of citric notes as well. There is, as you would expect, a bit of a raisin smell too, which I like. I don't like raisins normally, though. There's still a funk. It wasn't the first thing to hit me, at least, but I really wish I could find a better word than just funk. Musty? That doesn't sound too much better to me. It is rather enticing, though. Whenever a Scotch is this kind of fruit-forward, you kind of imagine you're walking through some sort of orchard, which I like. Or maybe even near a vineyard. I said that recently, too. Kind of got that wine-ish smell going on. Most likely from the cognac. Let's see how the taste is. Onto the palate. It's very sweet, actually. Very sweet. It seems like one of the sweetest scotches I've ever had. Now we're doing the whole drying effect. Now, since I was talking, I completely missed everything. But very, very dry at the end. That's crazy. And there's the burning sensation. Haha! One of these days I'm going to pin down what malt tastes like to me. Whenever I think of malt, I think of Whoppers. I think they're Whoppers. But that's the thing I think of when we talk about malted anything. I haven't had one of those in ages, nor do I really remember what they taste like. I just remember I didn't like them very much. Alright, the first sip always flies by. This is the one where I leave it on my tongue for a few seconds. It's really exciting for the viewer, I know, but it's the only way this is going to work for me. Fruits galore. It's almost like a bit into something, like some kind of fruit and it just gushed. It's really sweet, a little lemony, a little orange zest kind of thing again. And the end is really dry. Again, we're not good with finishes, or I'm not good with finishes. The royal we. But the end of it is noticeably my tongue just goes dry, which makes me want to sip more, which has happened on a few of these, which I kind of like. I think that's why dry wines are dry, but tasty. I'm thinking of blueberries all of a sudden. That was fun. As always, I forgot to say this is 40%, I believe, but it's still good. And it is, as I said, enticing. It keeps drawing me in for more, which is nice. I'm getting some spice notes too, but I don't know if it's, cinnamon or what. This feels very heavily influenced by that cognac. I don't know what cognac tastes like, by the way, so I could be smelling and tasting that and having no idea. With that said, there's only one way we can find out what is going on, what words we need, and that is to go to the link I have listed down below, which I use just because I use it, to get a better handle on this. There's a lot going into this one, just from looking at the community nose profiles and everything. First of all, we'll start with the average U.S. price. It says about $49, so 50-ish, which, you know, I don't know if I'd pay that, but it's pretty good. Community nose profile, honey apricot, cooked fruit, vanilla, jam. Ooh, I like that one, jam. Sherried apple, turnips. That's bizarre. And hay-like. I kind of get what they mean by hay-like. I would never have pulled that out of my hat, though. It's like, essence of hay. No. Until I saw those words. Apple I can understand. Jam I can understand. And once again, we have sherried, which is just, I don't remember the last time I had sherried, and I have no idea what it tastes like. So, that is a lot of community flavor profile stuff. I'm going to take a sip first, and I'm going to say it. That might help. Apricot, pear, honey, spicy, vanilla, sherry, jam, oak, malt, apple, mixed peel, candy, and tannins. Tannins is still something I've said, and I'm not quite sure what I mean. I usually just equate that with oak or wood, I think. A lot of those are good. I mean, as I said, I was getting fruit notes and such. Malt is still... And jam is on there. Candy is another one where I'm just like, what? Like I said, it's very sweet, though. I don't know if I'd say it's candy sweet, but it is fruit sweet to me. You know, as if you were biting into a fruit and that kind of gush of sweetness in liquid form, of course. Community finish profile. Clove, oak, sherried, vanilla, cooked fruit, sweet, ginger. Ooh, I like that. Ginger. Honey and tannins. I would agree with the tannins. I wouldn't say the end is sweet. That was the one that dried me out a lot. So I guess I'd say oak. Clove, maybe. I kind of want to lean on ginger, though, but when I think of ginger, I think of actual ginger. Or if you're having ginger with Japanese food as like the go-between. That's the strongest memory I have of it. And unfortunately, this year I haven't had much Japanese sushi. So, official overview. The origin is Scotland Speyside. ABV is 40%, as we said. Type single malt Scotch. Aged 14 years. The color, officially, is rich gold. And again, I always have problems labeling the color of things because it's just, you know, pulling a couple words out of the thin air. Ah, it looks like the sunset on a winter's day. You know, it's that kind of thing. Official nose. Sweet and fruity aromas of honey and apricot, jam with notes of sweet cinnamon bread and subtle sensations of spicy licorice. Ooh. No, licorice is always going to be a rye thing for me now. I don't think I can get that. There's certainly a lot of enticing flavors in this, but licorice I'm not getting. Even thinking about it, I'm not getting it. Official taste. Succulent flavors of mandarins and syrup. Ah, that sounds good. Ripe poached pears and chocolate-dipped raisins. Oh, raisins. Ah. I'm always happy when I say some random word and I see it later on. And the official finish. Of course, incredibly smooth and luscious. It's incredibly smooth. Sorry. Anyway, that's day 14. This is a fine dram. I'm going to actually enjoy sipping the rest of this for, you know, the next 30 minutes or so. But it's lovely. I mean, if you like fruity Speysides, you're not going to be disappointed by this. But again, $50. Oh. I bought one scotch earlier today that was actually donated, and I'm going to review that at some point. But even that felt like a kick in the gut for me. Bull. Anyway, till next time. Ugh. Till tomorrow. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. It's lunch. Thank you for joining me on KIllco. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.